Hey all, Cake here, just having a little bit of fun in my test world. What you just saw was one potential application for a method I figured out for releasing silverfish from their blocks without the player actually having to attack a silverfish. Now, that was a very simple method, which I'll show to you. There are also ways to do it without the player breaking a block. One just through redstone, one by player proximity detection, which means that the player literally only has to walk near it for it to go off. I'll show you one of my earlier designs that I like, and then a pit design, and then some refinements of this first design. This first design I'd call the Death Blossom because someone said it looked like a flower opening up and a million angry bees pouring out. I like it. Now, this one, like I said, very first design I thought up. Very simple. And doesn't always work as well as I want it to. 50-50 success rate on instantly breaking apart and dropping the player in. Oops, I broke a repeater. And it's such a simple design, I'm not even really going to explain it because the other ones work a lot better. But I like my first little Death Blossom, and I thought I'd show it off. It even has murder holes they can escape through. We're going to go and do a simple pit trap first, but I thought it'd be fun just to show that off. Now, in case you can't tell, I do use editing tools in my testing world, especially in my prototyping area. While creative is nice, and I'm glad they added it, because obviously it's helping me out here, it simply doesn't have the tools required for large-scale testing or building. I'll include a link to some resources if you're interested in doing this yourself below. I hope you enjoy my traps. Here we are, coming up on a pit trap, a version of the one you saw during the opening. All of these are technically powered by player curiosity. This one, the sound of footsteps underneath it, might work by itself. You could include a note block, place a pressure plate on top, or a sign pointing down. The pressure plate especially might work well because people always want to see what's under those. It's really simple though. Always forget and leave it on peaceful. For whatever reason they punch a block. No redstone required, no nothing. It can be as wide as you want. Snowmen. Just a 3-high pit. Top covered completely with silverfish blocks. And snowmen. I like it for the simplicity. The more snowmen you have, the quicker it'll go off. Hate those little dogs and they're screeching. Little dogs. Little rats, that's what they are. Really simple design. You could even technically still do it in SMP if you had pistons and too much time. In fact, I've worked out a machine that can generate silverfish blocks if anyone's interested. Give it a request and I'll put it up. Otherwise though, this one, simple, easy, fun. There's another one kinda like this coming up, and then we get into the more advanced applications. And I hope you enjoy those, especially because I'm really proud of those versions of the Death Blossom. What we got here is another simple one. It's actually for Vechs. He's the one who inspired me to try to make an adventure map. You can see some of the parts of it I'm working on here. They'll get ported where they need to eventually. And that made me want to make a new sort of trap that people hadn't seen before, that I could use to guard something really fun or valuable, and I could use in creative ways to surprise people. You don't actually need to have underground snowmen to power this. A fun way to do it is to have a room with snowmen in it, or an area where snowmen are wandering. He got stuck. Fix your game, Jeb. And have a chest they can open it without breaking this block. Now, if they know it's coming, they're going to break the chest. But for those that this is new for, and that haven't left it on peaceful again, every time. They got a surprise coming. Freaking unreliable snowman, I swear. This also shows off its other use, not to summon Silverfish to kill the player, but to drop him into a drop trap. Now that doesn't need to be into the Endless Void. In fact, that's probably something I'd only use at a point when the player had, say, enchanted diamond armor and heal potions, which, with the monsters in game, makes you pretty much unkillable. Once you get to that point in the game, though, something like this, that can add the element of risk that adventure maps need, I think. And there's going to be adventure / complete the monument, so you'll be able to break any block you want. I'm not even going to have the no dying wool rule. It'll be a little more interesting than that, the stuff you need to complete the monument. Now those were very basic designs. Let's have a look at my proximity detector and redstone powered designs. Alright, here's the first of my more advanced designs. This is the redstone powered one. I've marked off the area that silverfish blocks can explode with these right here. You'll see to the left they go boom, to the right they do not. This is because silverfish, when they're hit, activate blocks within a 21 by 11 by 21 space. It's a pretty wide area of coverage. It would be very easy to hide this completely. And I'll show it working, and then I'll explain a little bit about it. Full, options, peaceful, always on peaceful. It's because there's a little dog screeching noise bugs me so much. Yeah. Quick, easy. All this is silverfish inside of 2 dispensers. Now dispensers currently have a bug where if they are powered, as these are on this side, whenever a redstone signal next to them changes, they'll shoot out something or other. They're not actually dispensing because they're getting power. They're dispensing because something changed fairly near to them. In fact, of course it's not going to work without the middle one. Cake, fix your dispenser. There we go. This is laid out a little bit differently in the pre-release I'm in. You can see even changing that wire set it off though. Interesting application for this. So long as the wire is within 2, it'll set these off. So you can set these off without them being directly connected to anything. Really hide them. But I'll leave it to your imagination to figure out a use for that. Now, once those are fired off twice, and I am in the pre-release because silverfish are being spawned from the eggs when these fire off, but honestly by the time this is out, that's probably going to be a feature. Depends how soon they get the next patch out. Now, this one, as the last one did, used arrows. I did that because I wanted to be able to demonstrate this going off more than once. Show you guys that little bug. Let you know how I used it in this. And also because the arrows kill the silverfish, meaning that they don't just run around there forever getting hit. They'll die, and this will be reusable. If you want it to 100% go off, completely destroy every time all the blocks within range, and are okay with it not being able to be activated again, snowballs in here will do that for you. I've actually showed that off in my other one up there, the proximity detector. I'll give you a quick go over of this design though. 2 dispensers on top, powered from the side, with silverfish in them. And you can use that bug to only run your wire 2 away, and it will activate both of them. This makes it easier to hide. Looking down at the next level, and you can see that made that one there go off twice. Because something within 2 squares, the redstone current on it changed. And I'm using the same... damn it! Damn it! How do I die in survival? Alright, I'm heading back there. Sorry about that, guys. I found out right afterwards that my shift key was stuck and I was pretty much automatically going down. From what I understand, that's a pretty common bug. Jeb. Fix your game, Jeb. I'm looking at you. Once we get past these dispensers, though, I'm trying to remember where I was. We have the torches that are keeping them powered to allow for that double firing bug. Because of that, when you step on this middle one, the ones on either side will go off. When you step on the end one, the 2 in the middle will go off as well. This provides much quicker firing of much more dispensers, and multiple silverfish will actually cause the other ones to get hit faster. The very bottom row is just torches and pressure plates. And the arrow or snowball dispensers, and this 3 wide one at the bottom with the plates and the torches on the side are actually a common feature in all my Death Blossom designs. I'll head up and show you the proximity one though. Make sure I'm actually on hard this time. Good. This one is filled with snowballs. So it is going to get activated. It's going to completely blow through any silverfish blocks in the area. I'm just going to start placing them like mad to show you guys. And once it's done, it's done. You can do this one with arrows as well though, if that's something you don't want. You get the feel for the speed of it here. If this was to be underneath the player, they'd be gone. That's not the... That was my fault that time. That's not the only use for this, though. I'm going to be using it for things like revealing hidden passages. Or, of course, simply flooding a room with silverfish. You could even use a hidden version of this to change a maze behind the players, so that different corridors opened up and left them confused as to what was going on. The uses are as big as your imagination. That's still got snowballs. I'm gonna... There we go. You'll actually hear this clicking still. The silverfish still get spawned from the spawners in there, which are what detect the proximity of the player. they just instantly despawn. That's common behavior for all spawners. We can make sure that's deactivated so we don't have to hear the clicking noise by just tossing a glowstone block in there. The middle ones have already emptied the snowballs because they could activate it so much more often. This design is exactly the same in the bottom two rows, except that these were filled with snowballs. Are there any left at all? Nope, some in the very end. Those get activated at least. However, the top is actually just a ring of 4 dispensers with a hole in the middle that allows the silverfish to fall. Very simple once you understand the concept. Very easy change, something you can edit in with MC Edit or any other map editor very easily. Man, these things are going anyways, huh? Ah well. This one's marked out a little bit differently because there's a couple distances that matter. Now, if you look at these nether brick fence posts on the glowstone, this is the area within which everything outside this machine here either needs to be well lit or solid. Solid's easy, you can just pop it in a wall. There's something that is important though when you're doing this, because it can break the machine if you're not aware of it. Something's making me lag out fierce. Hope you guys are okay with tiny. That's what she said. Go go go. That joke's so old. I will actually be pulling out a mossy brick to demonstrate this, since you'll actually be able to see the difference. Now, my very first design was made with cobblestone and smooth stone rather than lapis. And you don't need to make yours out of lapis. But what you do need is not to make any of the blocks the silverfish will be able to touch out of stone bricks, mossy stone bricks, cobblestone, smooth stone, of course normal stone bricks. You can make them out of half slabs, cobble half slabs, placed double. I knocked down a light somewhere, don't mind me. You can make them out of mossy cobble. Gotta be careful with the lighting, like I said. Oh! It's entirely my own fault. Now that they're stuck in there, you're gonna see what's about to happen pretty quickly. I'll get these snowballs out too, 'cause that's gonna slow it up a little bit, I think. Now we can see while we were messing around here, suddenly a mossy is not a mossy. There's a very good reason for that. It's become a silverfish block. And any pressure plates on top of it, or torches on the side, are going to be completely gone the second a silverfish gets hit. That's a problem when you're making a machine designed to hit silverfish. There are some practical applications for this. I did actually figure out how to make a silverfish generator. It's like a stone generator, but it makes silverfish. But, that's kinda useless and silly. Mostly just, you have to watch and not put those type of bricks here. Alright, so we talked about the spawner issue, talked about the stone, that this area needs to be either filled or well lit. Similar to the first one, this is the area within which Silverfish blocks will break. The only thing different in this one is, inside this area marked out by the glass, players will activate this machine here. So you can see the blocks that will start breaking are actually a bit away from the player. You can deal with this by burying it underground, though. Oh, look at him go. I hate that noise. You could even have it, say, cause just one wall to the right explode. If the player is walking past like this, it'd be pretty deep in. This one is pretty easy to hide as well. You can technically make these surrounded by bedrock if you're that kind of dude. I personally am not. If the players manage to get up in here, they can have their dispensers, and maybe I'll even leave the lapis in, or put a diamond block on top or something crazy. But that's it, really. Exactly the same as that first design, except with silverfish dispensers switched out for silverfish spawners, and that makes it go off when they're close instead of with a redstone signal. It also is loaded with snowballs, which gives a guaranteed blow up everything one-time option versus the repeatable option that arrows offer. And it's all something you can consider and combine in your own map to make a cool trap. You could even have snowman traps, little simple ones like the one I showed before, just placed a little earlier, honestly, so people playing know what the heck's going on. It's Silverfish's fault, man. Oh. And that'd be a good way to design something like that. And you know, if you want to, and you're not a dick about introducing these, give me credit. If you make it just to screw with people, don't tell them I'm responsible. Alright, we had a pretty good overview today, I think. Hopefully it was something with the silverfish that was causing that lag. Oop. Random snow. Good it was. I'm actually coming out with a 100 subscriber special soon. I want you guys to know about it. I'm going to be building a giant 1,000 chicken, no TNT cannon. I know, another one of my crazy ideas. And I'll just be thanking everyone who subscribed to me. You guys are cool. All 100 subscribers in my 100 subscriber special. And that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I won't tell you to thumbs and subscribe if you haven't, because I know this is so awesome you'll do it on your own. Man, I suck today. Alright, see you later, everybody.